Hi, I'm Anthony GALDE from Behind the Emerald Curtain. Wicked's costume, wig, and makeup designers all work closely together to ensure a unified vision appears on stage every night. Today, we'll see how their designs weave together with fantastic results.
In creating a world like Wicked, we are creating a culture that nobody has ever seen. The creation of animals was an important part of it. The monkeys, for instance. What are the monkeys? Are the monkeys soldiers? Are they primitive? What is the idea of wings on monkeys? I wanted them to feel human, but at the same time be monkeys. It started just with color, but then it really moved into what I call the musculature.
The monkey unitards are a really complex process. They take a lot of hands to create. They start out as flat fabric that's painted by the painters and dyers, and that's a multi-stage process that involves resists and custom dye colors. And then it's basted together into a monkey unitard, and that's what we fit. And then it's all taken back apart and adjusted and put back together, and then the painters go in again to finish it off and smooth the transition from the padded muscles to the painted unitard, and then it's delivered that way.
At that point, I brought in a mask designer who helped me fabricate a number of shapes that we could look at and determine whether or not it was too mean, too nice, too hard. I had drawn and knew that I wanted a really spiky look. There was a look to these that wasn't mechanical, but that wasn't soft. I was looking at bat wings because I didn't want feathers. I wanted something that felt like it came from their skin. The physicality of the monkey became something that was really important, so it was working with the choreographer to look at how monkeys move that was going to create the language of monkeys. I would say the most nail-biting moment for me in the whole process was waiting for the moment when Chistery was going to sprout his wings for the first time.
The process for creating Chistery's growing wings was long and difficult. It required a lot of artisans traveling back and forth across the country, many hours of fittings with a very patient actor to work out the logistics of how to make wings sprout from an actor's back. Underneath the monkey unitard, they wear a wing harness that you don't see it, but it protrudes through the back of the unitard. It's got hooks that the wing plate hooks onto, and the actor can't do it themselves. The wardrobe actually has to set the wing harness onto the back plate and screw it into place, and that happens often in a quick change backstage.
They look delicate because the fabric is mesh, which means light comes through it and you see the painting as a transparency. The ribs on them, most of the ribs are plastic boning. The ends are solid steel. We have someone working on them all the time, so because they are mechanical things, they have mechanical problems.
Working the wings can be tricky sometimes, climbing on the gear walls and jumping off the towers and just seeing how that would feel, and like running and jumping and turning with the wings open, because it's a little different. You actually do catch a little bit of air, so you kind of have to, like when you jump, you kind of have to use a little more force than you normally would, because if you don't, you won't go anywhere.
We knew we had been able to successfully create a creature that was intact from his tail to his hands to his feet to the look of his face. And then we were also able to deploy his wings on cue, on time, which is a terrible, terrible moment because everybody's looking at him in pain. Everybody wants those wings to come. They want to believe that it's a monkey who is growing wings. So that, I think, was a real moment of triumph for us all.